Hello there. How are you? Matthew Sussman. Hey there. Matthew, nice to see you. Hey there. How are you guys? Hello there, Master Player. I know you. How's it going? It's 5:14 in the East Coast of America, in New York State, and I'm here for a live signing on Streamily. I couldn't be happier to be here with you. It's just great. This is my first time, and I feel a little bit nervous about the whole thing because I've never done it before. So, but I am really happy to be here. Hey there, Grey Jedi. How are you? Oh, I met you at NostalgiaCon. Remind me. Oh, yeah. No, I do remember you. I just need to see a better picture of you. But yes, I remember you from NostalgiaCon. How are you? Lily, you're not Lily from Belfast. I mean, from Dublin, are you? Oh, the honor is mine, always. Always. Grey Jedi, remind me your name is Hunter. Lily, are you the one who did that wonderful drawing of me in Dublin that I have? I treasure that drawing. Did you bring that to me at the Dublin MegaCon? Ah, thank you, A Disney Man. Travis, hey, yeah, of course I remember you, Travis. Yes. Lily, that's amazing. Are you kidding? I have that drawing right upstairs in my room. I show it to everybody. That's amazing. That's so great to see you again. How are you? How are things in Dublin? Hey, Valerie, how's it going? Spade. Oh, Spade. Hey, man, how are you? Just so you guys know, Spade is an amazing designer. He's got a t-shirt of Meowth, I should say, not of me, but of Meowth, that I am going to be taking to Europe with me to bring to fans, which is absolutely gorgeous. Black t-shirt with a great silhouetted insignia of Meowth, which is really beautiful. Hi, Belinda. How are you? Hey, Leo. Hey, Leo Levy. How are you, buddy? How's it going? So, Lily, that's so great. How are you? How's your family? I met your dad, I think. And Belinda, how's it going? Oh, it's Jeffrey Sass. Oh, my past is coming to meet me here. How are you? Hey, Jeffrey. How's it going there? Valerie. Oh, Dallas. Well, you know what? Hey, Valerie, I was in San Antonio a few weeks ago for NostalgiaCon. So I don't know if I'll be coming to Texas anymore this year. Kind of depends on whether it makes sense, for an organizer to have me back to another city. But I know Dallas is pretty far from San Antonio, so I would love to come to Dallas, believe me. Leo, how are you doing? How's things at Rutgers? If I'm not mistaken, it is Rutgers, right? Lily, I would run upstairs to show everybody your picture, but I don't know if I can get that. Hold on just a second. I want to try to pull up the picture you sent me all the way back in January. Can you imagine? Oh, that's great. My favorite Disney movie? You mean of all time, my favorite Disney movie? Or do you include Pixar? And how? What's your name? At a Disney Mon. What's your actual name? Ken, hey Ken, buddy, how are you, man? How's things going? Welcome to my live event. This is really fun, huh? This is quite a thing. Sorry, I'm looking for a picture that I took of Lily's drawing of Meowth that she gave me, and it was the very first piece of fan art that anybody gave me since I started doing shows. And here it is, actually. I'm going to send it. Let me see if I can get it to... How can I share it on here? Not sure. I got to figure that out. Lily Daly. Sorry to use your last name, but it is you, Lily Daly. Isn't that right? Oh, okay. Kevin. Okay, I'm going to tell the story real quick. I mean, not real quick, but hey there, Lily Daly. Oh my God, you are the best. I treasure that picture. You have no idea how many people I've shown that picture to. The reason I left the show was that now this was in 1999. So I got a big part in a play at a big theater in Chicago, and I had to leave New York for 3 months. And at the time, they couldn't do those things. There was no internet, so we didn't have the opportunity to do things remotely, to continue to record, and they were on a really tight schedule. So they had to replace me, supposedly for just the few months I was going to be away. But when I came back, the sponsors or the producers or whatever had decided that they didn't want to switch back and confuse the fans. So I lost my spot as Meowth at that point, although 4Kids did use me for a number of other shows. And of course, I got to do Slow King in the movie and things like that. But they never switched back at that point to me doing Meowth, even though I had created the voice. So they always used what I did as kind of the basis. Maddie, the late Maddie, did that, and whoever's doing it now has always used that voice as kind of the basic idea of it. But yeah, it's a story. It was just one of those showbiz things where I had too many jobs at that one particular time, and they had to make a hard business decision. So I'm sorry it didn't work out, but you know what? In the end, I'm so happy now that I've come around these years later to meet all the fans and stuff and meet you guys and see you here live even. It's so crazy. So it's great. Yeah, Maddie Blaustein. Yeah, Brandon Gutierrez. Yeah, Maddie Blaustein took the place and did it obviously for a number of years. And I know we lost Maddie in the last year or two, I believe, if I've understood, but I never met. So unfortunately, in those days, one of the things people don't know all the time is that when we used to record in the old days, we used to only just go into the booth and record our parts and then leave. So we didn't get to know each other all that well, except for years later when people started doing shows and other things where they would meet up in person and get to know each other, which, by the way, has been one of the most fun parts of doing this. A lot of us just never really met her. We would just meet passing in the hallway or something, or at the elevator, or at the studio. So that was just the way things were back then. It's, different now with all the interconnection that we have on social media and everything and events. It's really a whole different thing. I'm not still currently working in anime, but that's a great question, Kevin, because I am definitely in the market for someone to represent me on the ongoing front and start, testing for other games and anime and stuff like that again as a voice actor. So I'm open to it. And if you know anybody, send them my way. DM me. Okay. What's my favorite line to say as Meowth? Well, I've been going through different ones lately by watching a lot of the old programs. And I recently loved the fact, I can't quote the line quite exactly, but there's a moment where Meowth gets freaked out and he thinks something happened to his nose. And then he goes, "Oh, I forgot. The animator never gave me a nose." And as somebody with a rather prominent nose, just saying, big nose, big schnoz, I kind of appreciated that idea that, it might have no nose and forget that you had no nose. So I like that line a lot. I also love "I hate water," which is sort of a tagline of Meowth's from certain episodes because I have cats, and I've always had cats for many, many, many years. And cats do hate water. There might be some freaky cats who don't, but most of them do hate water. So I thought that was a very insightful line from Michael Hagney and the other writers about a cat. Would I want Meowth to be a personal lap cat to Maleficent? Well, I don't know too much. I don't really trust Maleficent. I don't know if I'd want any cat of mine to be, cozying up to Maleficent. But, and I'm not sure I know who Lady Tremaine is. If you want to tell me who Lady Tremaine is, I would love to know. Hey, Sam West. How are you, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Hope all your projects are going good. It's good to see you out there. Lily, I do like the fan art. I love getting it. I have gotten several things since you and I met, and you gave me that lovely first gift, which touched me so much. And I love getting other stuff, but yours is still actually, I have to say, far and away the best. The only thing that is a close second, and it's different, is Spade's design of my Meowth t-shirt, which I'm going to be selling in future shows now because I think they're just so fantastic. But he's a professional artist, and he's, not a kid, and it's like it was a little bit more done as a way to introduce his great talent as a designer to me. So I want to put those in like two different categories. But as far as pure fan art is concerned, yours so far is still number one. So cheers to you. Thanks, Lily. And I think they should make a Slow King Funko. I think that's a great idea because my fans for Slow King are some of my absolute favorite people because they just, Meowth was everywhere and has been for a long time. But if you still love Slow King, when people bring me Slow King stuff to sign, I got to tell you, it gives me a particular kick. I just think he's, special character who only appeared briefly, but has made an impression on people, and I think it's great. And hey, horse. Oh, hey, you know what I got to do? I got to see if any other orders have come in for signing, because that's what I'm here for today, is to sign some stuff. So if anybody wants to go to streamily.com/Matthew Sussman, and I will sign something for you right here and right now, live on camera. I've got some great prints to sign, and they will be mailed straight away to you after today. So not to make this a sales pitch, but that is why I'm meeting you guys today. I would love to do more live events, but this particular one through Streamily is here for both for me to meet some of you and say hi again to some of you who I have met, but also to sell these beautiful prints, some of which you guys have seen at some of the shows, but there's some very lively and fun art. This is one that I like of our pal Meowth, sort of half ghosted there. But anyway, so I just wanted to show you those in case anybody is interested. Oh, and here's one that also has Slow King on it as well as a duo. And so anyway, if anybody's interested, just go right onto that website. That's streamily.com/Matthew Sussman, or just go to streamily.com and look me up. It'll land you on the store, and then you can see if there's... And I also am doing video shout-outs, by the way, for anybody who has a special occasion or a greeting they want to send to anybody. Bye, Lily. Have a good night. It's late your time, so have a good night, and we'll see you again soon. Hey, Jersey, good to see you. Hey, Tara. Hey, nice to see you. Oops, sorry. Brandon, did you do the voice of a normal Slow King in Pokemon season? No, I did not. I only did it in Pokemon 2000, the movie. After which, that was the last I saw of Slow King. So And you're not confusing it with Slowbro, are you? Jersey, enjoy the stream. What time is it again? It's on now. It's 5:30 in New York, and we are in the middle of it. I'm having a good time talking and doing Q&A with people online here, which is great, and just hoping to get some more orders in here for Streamily. The question about Professor Elm has come up a few times because there's a voice actor website that does list me as appearances as Professor Elm, but I'm still trying to verify that. So it hasn't been 100% verified. I don't have a memory specifically of doing Professor Elm's voice. May have done that from time to time, but the fact is that there were times where we had to fill in for different people. And hold on just one second. I've got family here, and I'm sorry, hon, I'm on a live stream. Sorry. Share the house with my wife. Anyway. Hi, Nick. How are you?
All your friends have a good club. All your friends.
Okay, so Disney Mon wants to know what my favorite Disney movie is. Well, I grew up on 101 Dalmatians, so I've always had a fondness for that, as well as Lady and the Tramp. And the classics, those are my favorites, I think. Also, Sword in the Stone was one when it was out when I was very small. Of the more recent ones, I would have to say that the Toy Story movies from Pixar, Inside Out, and now I'm forgetting. Oh, I loved, I did love Little Mermaid when it first came out. That's a great one. Classic. And, gosh, I'm trying to think of some of the other. Ratatouille. I love Ratatouille. I really have been a big, big Pixar fan. But I haven't seen the last few things they've done. But I some of their real classics. I'd have to say that Toy Story 3 might be one of the greatest animated films I've ever seen of any kind. So there you go. Of course, yes, of course I've seen Frozen. I have an 18-year-old daughter, so when she was an age that was like right in the target audience for Frozen, we certainly did see it, and of course we heard it many times, the songs. Yes. And Pascal, hey. Yeah, you're absolutely right about Rachel. Yeah. I think the support that she's received from the community and is very moving and really inspiring. And we're all, I know, praying for her to get better and be back out there. We're hoping for the best. It's just really great to see that people have come to her, from their hearts to her side. It's just, it's very important, and it's a great thing to see. Oh yeah, no, the GoFundMe is really been exploded. It's been a huge success so far, and I know they still want more people to get in there and contribute. Oh yeah, John Ratzenberger, yeah, it's great. John Morris, yeah, terrific people. That's fantastic. Spade, you're still there? Well, listen, guys, I'm going to sign something for Jeff, who is not on the live stream, but did order that one of my prints that I'm going to sign for him right now on camera. And so in the event, I'm going to sign this guy right here. And then let you guys know that if as a reminder, that if you would like to go on to Streamily and Streamily.com, you could do / Matthew Sussman, and you would get to my storefront, and you can see some of the items that we have currently available. And if you want to order something, I will, while I'm still on for a few more minutes, I would be delighted to sign it for you while we're chatting. And meanwhile, I have signed for Jeff, I've signed this print right now, which I'm going to send to him tomorrow through Streamily, so that'll be great. Lady Tremaine is Cinderella's evil stepmother. Well, a Disney mon, that is even more reason why I do not want any cats of mine to be lap cats to those particular people. Now let's see, F0 Fan 31. Ooh, what's your real name, FZ0 Fan 31? I'm having trouble even pronouncing your handle. Meowth. Well, Meowth is misunderstood. He had a difficult childhood. That's the thing you got to remember. He's not rotten, in my view, of course. He's not rotten. He's a troublemaker. He's kind of immature, and he's a little hyperactive. But that said, I think it's mainly because he was kind of ignored as a child, as a kitten. So he's kind of, got a weird attitude. But I don't think he's really rotten. He's not rotten like those Cinderella characters you mentioned. I don't think. Spade, I think that would be pretty cool to see. That would be a cool thing to see. I think it might actually, I think Slow King might actually make a good design. I think one of the things that I noticed is that compared to some of the other characters, that Meowth's silhouette looks so fantastic on the shirt, on the t-shirt. It's like, it just is so vivid and yet like just totally captures it and is still very much your own. So I love it, and I think I would love to see a Slow King version at some point if you get around to it, because I think his distinctive shape could make a really great design as well, and I would be glad to bring both of those to the public. Nathan Price was my stage name for anime shows when I first did them. And yes, so Nathan, that's why you'll see Nathan Price on certain databases, and you'll see Nathan Price on the credits for the show and the film, because at the time I had to use that name as a separate anime stage name. So yes, that's the question for that. And before I sign off, I will give you a voice reading before we go. I just want to use my own voice for the time being, because I know how if I start doing Meowth before you know it, I will lose my voice. So I'm because I'm not warmed up. But hey, Mirage Master, how are you? So I will do Meowth. I promise. Valerie, in a couple minutes, I will do that for you. I just have to write something on the back of this print. And I would love to see if anybody else has Brandon, you're a big Pokemon history guy? Rambert, how's it going there? I mean, it's late there. You guys stay up late over there in Amsterdam. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay up as late as everybody else when I get there. Hey, Tony. Tony from Boston just joined. I just met Tony this weekend where we did EC3 at Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. And Tony is a good pal of some of my friends from Europe. So, Tony, it was great to meet you. Thank you so much for coming over and getting stuff signed by the whole group of us, and just really appreciate that. It was great to meet you too. How's everything in Boston, Tony? How was the drive back from Connecticut? And Disney Mom wants to know what my personal favorite, who my favorite Pokemon is. Well, I'll tell you the truth. I have quite a few. And I don't really like to admit this one from a Meowth standpoint, but I really, really admire Ash. I have to say. He beat us every time, and he's smart, he's sincere, he's good-hearted, he's a good kid, and I would be proud to have a kid like Ash to my own. So I just want to say that even though I know we were enemies, so to speak, on the show, and I'm also really good pals with Veronica Taylor, who played the role for a number of years and was the original Ash. And so yeah, I would say Ash is probably my favorite Pokemon. It was not actually a Pokemon, I shouldn't say. You're right. I misspoke. She's my favorite character on Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon, clearly not Pikachu. I would say probably Bulbasaur. And that's not just because of Tara, by the way. Oh, Veronica's favorite Disney movie is Alice in Wonderland. Well, that's a great choice, but there's so many good ones. It's like, gosh, I mean, Beauty and the Beast is a great movie. The Little Mermaid was a great movie. Pocahontas was a great movie. Aladdin was a great movie. That whole group of first pre-Pixar ones, great films, from the comeback starting with Little Mermaid, and then, so many of the great Pixar ones after that. Yeah, great company. Brandon, I appreciate you saying that very much. That's very nice. Much appreciated. I love doing it, and I love meeting all the folks now who are, enjoying it. FC Vero Fan 31. What's your first name? Can I ask what is your actual first name? You don't have to say your whole name if you don't want to, but. Very nice. Well, very, very good. Much appreciated. It's really nice of you guys to say that. Anybody who's, enjoyed my work and still says that today, that means a lot to me. It's really, really nice to hear. So thank you. It's not something that I take for granted. It's really special. Hey, Saul, how are you? Any Pokemon voices that I practice? Well, truth be told, now that I'm doing shows on a pretty regular basis, Meowth is the one, because I have to be able to do it for folks who ask. So it would definitely be Meowth. I don't practice any others, but at least not so far. There's a few that I could kind of imitate in fun, but the only one I really practice still is Meowth. Mr. Ted Lewis is on the line. Hey there, Ted. How are you? I hope your trip back on Sunday wasn't too difficult. It took me about 3.5 hours compared to 4.5 hours coming up, so I got my driving time in. Ted and I are about to leave. For anyone who's here, by the way, Ted and I are about to meet each other next week in Amsterdam and Rotterdam, and we're going to Heroes Dutch Comic Con. We're doing we're doing an event in Germany. We're doing an event in Belgium, Antwerp, Belgium. We're going to be going to Glasgow, Scotland. We have like a 2-week crazy road trip organized by our friend Jersey at Rotterdam Comics in Rotterdam. And it's going to be really exciting. I just can't wait for the adventures we're going to have on the road all over Northern Europe. It's going to be a blast. Thanks, Ted. I hope did you have your signing today? Did you have it earlier today, or are you having it? You're having one this week too, aren't you? Anyway, great seeing you over the weekend, and I will definitely see you next week in Europe. Jet lag and everything. Okay. Yeah, Rambert, we're going to see you guys. I cannot wait to meet you in person. You've been an amazing help to me. I just want you to know how much I appreciate it. In the morning. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I hope it goes well for you, and we'll compare notes when I speak to you. Okay, man. Be well. All right. Have a good one, and I will see you next week. Okay. I think Scott DeMay may have just joined us. Scott DeMay, the owner and organizer of the EC3 Con. If that's you, man, nice to see you, and thanks again for a great weekend at Uncasville. It was quite a great experience, and had a blast, so thanks. Oh, Tony. Yeah. Well, you know what? We will, I'm sure we will see you again and I'm hoping to come to Boston at some point soon. So we'll, hopefully there'll be a show up in that area, in that part of, New England, and you make sure to come there and hang out some more. Okay? That sounds great. Yeah, Scott, are you coming down, relaxing from after all the activity now that you have a bit of a break, or do you have a lot of craziness to do? Do I have pets, Saul? I do indeed. I have 2 cats, and their names are Brick and Maggie, named after characters from an old movie, and they are brother and sister. They're about 5 or 6 years old now, and they are probably right now waiting for dinner. At 6 o'clock, they like to be fed. Pretty much on the nose every day. Well, hey, Disneymon, that is a funny line from Eric Stewart. That is pretty funny. But anyway, he's a funny guy, so there you go. Well, Scott, I hope your planning goes well, and I hope you have a great summer, and we'll definitely be in touch anyway about all kinds of stuff we talked about. So I hope everything goes smoothly for you over the next, couple of weeks, and I will definitely be in touch. I'm off to Europe with Ted Lewis next week for a couple of weeks. Going to be running around Europe, and then we'll be back in early July, and so we'll keep you posted. And F-Zero fan, you're absolutely right. I did voice on Captain Tyler. I did quite a few episodes of Captain Tyler, which was a really fun show to do, actually, for 4 kids. And I'm sorry that it's not sort of better known or seen more often, because it was a really fun show. It was funny, and it had a lot of good action in it. I loved the character I played. It was sort of like a Marine kind of guy, kind of a sergeant, with a lot of big muscles and stuff, which was fun for me to play. Yeah, so Captain Tyler, yeah. I mean, is Captain Tyler shown anywhere? Is it streaming anywhere? I would love, maybe on YouTube. I have to find it, some of it, because it was a good show. Anybody else have any other questions or things they want to say before I get ready to sign off? Unless anybody has anything they would like signed, or maybe we'll wait and see you at another show sometime soon, and we can do that. But I just wanted to know, as we sort of wind up here, if there's anything else anybody wants to say, ask, anything, happy to do, happy to chat. My favorite line to say as Slow King was, I could use some pants. That is kind of the classic, and I think that one's going to stick around. Who is Catherine Beaumont? I don't know who Catherine Beaumont is. Who is Catherine Beaumont? Spade, no, I didn't see that design that you're referring to, actually. I'm not sure. I don't know King Dedede. I don't actually know that character. Hey, Skiro. Sciario since 1999. How are you? Okay, I'm going to get ready to sign off soon. Oh, hi, Kid Music. Oh, we've got some late joiners here. This is great. Okay, well, we'll stay on for a little longer then. And I'll give you guys one shout out now while I have some voice left, okay? And that would be me. That's right. That's what I've got for you tonight, because I'm just haven't taken enough helium today to really be in proper Meowth voice. So anyway, hello, Kid Music. How are you? 25th anniversary. You are absolutely right, sir. That is absolutely right. And hi there, Garetro 2.0. Have I done a lot of events? I've done about a half dozen now, and I'm about to do about a half dozen over the next couple of weeks because they're going to be short ones over in Europe. And then I've got a lot of things booked through July and August and into the fall. So, yeah, there's absolutely, it's building up. I started in January. I'm kind of late, a little bit early, late to the game, so to speak. And I am really, really having a great time. Enjoying the travel, enjoying meeting all you people. It's so great, man. It's just fantastic. So I will be doing more and more as I can. And I've got some wonderful managers who are working with me. And so, we're booking things, and I will be all over the different parts of the country and overseas now. So, yeah, it's great. It's really great. Thank you, F-Zero fan. Thank you for that good wishes, and I hope to see you sometime live. Come to one of the events if we're in your area, and I would love to meet you. Okay, thanks. Do people ever... Oh, Siciliano. Yeah, do people mail you cards? Yes, from time to time, as long as I make sure they're on the up and up and legit first. I have met some people, including my friend Ken Abel, who has sent me batches of things, on a sort of a bulk quantity, usually, as opposed to like not one at a time. That becomes a little bit of a difficult thing to handle. But by sending me a package of things that somebody wants signed, yeah, I do things by mail. And if you message me, if you know somebody or you want to do something like that, message me and we'll be in touch and we'll see what we can figure out. I'd be more than glad to do something on the side like that, for sure. I don't collect Pokemon DVDs, but I have had some, and somewhere along the line, some of them have gotten misplaced. So I've been keeping an eye out at shows to see if there are some that I could pick up, especially from those early seasons that I was on, because I would love to have them. I know they're showing the shows on Netflix right now, but I would love to have some hard copies of them on disc. Siciliano, yeah, get in touch with me. I'll remember your handle for sure, and you can, message me, follow me, message me, whatever, and let me know. And I would love to sign some stuff by Arita. I mean, that would be amazing. So please let me know. That would be great. And thanks for saying that about your childhood. I love hearing that. Thank you. All right, so definitely get in touch with me. We'll definitely work that out. As I said, I'll be away for a couple of weeks. So if I wouldn't be able to maybe do something until July in terms of, doing an exchange of stuff, but we can work that out and definitely take that stuff seriously. So thank you. Great. And let's see, who else is still? Spade, you're still there. Rambert, you're still on. Tony and Ted still there. He might still be signed in. And just want to ask, now that we're coming up close to 6 o'clock, one more call out or shout out to ask if anybody wants to order anything for me to sign right here live right now, just like you're at a show and meeting me in that situation. You can order prints or things on the Streamily site, streamily.com/Matthew Sussman right now. And I would love to fulfill any orders anybody wants, and you'll get stuff promptly. Hey there, Mitsukimuns, if that's the right way to pronounce it. I didn't know Maddie. I've only known of them, but I never met because when we were doing the show, when I was doing the show, Maddie wasn't on yet. And then Maddie came in after to replace me when I had to go away because of a theater job and took over the role of Meowth. So we just never actually met, unless we may have met like in passing on a different anime show or something, but it was like, once, and maybe, we just never got to know each other. My gateway anime was absolutely Meowth. I auditioned for the part along with a bunch of other parts when they were very first casting the US dub, and I went in and read for a bunch of different characters. But then when I saw the Meowth illustration and I read the description, I came up with this crazy idea for a voice and went in and did it for the director, and they gave me the job. So that was my gateway for sure. And I was on Slayers. Yeah, I was definitely on Slayers. Slayers was another really fun show that I don't know if it's out there, if it's on YouTube or if it's available on DVDs or anything, but Slayers and Captain Tyler were both 4Kids shows that I did and did great parts on, really had wonderful characters. And I wish that there was more demand for those items at shows, because I guess those shows just don't have the long-term popularity, obviously, of Pokemon, because I would love to talk to people about those series as well. Rambert, who's Sam Haley? Valerie, I came up with the voice for Meowth because I read the description of what the character was, and it sort of said, like, he thinks he's a tough guy, but he's really this little cat who everybody pushes around and beats up, and that he's always getting in trouble, and he's kind of hyperactive and high energy, but also very scaredy cat, and but he thinks he's a tough guy. So I just started to think of different ideas for, like, if a little animal thought he was tough, what would he might sound like? And I thought, well, the voice would be high-pitched and nasal, but that he would also think he talked like a gangster. So that's how I sort of came up with the combination of sounds. And Rambert, a friend from the Netherlands, tagged to see if he can join. I'm not sure I know what you mean, but if he wants to join in right now, that would be great. I'd be glad to stay on for a little bit. And thanks, F-Zero fan. Movie The Slow King, yeah, is a great character. I wish they'd made more of Slow King, actually. I really do. And I came up with that voice by, again, when we talked through what he was, that he was on this island and was kind of sad, a little depressed, very mellow. We just decided, to sort of make him this very Zen-like, smooth character. And then they would actually take my voice and electronically lower it so that it was slower and lower than my natural voice, which, as you can hear from chatting with me now, is a little bit higher and a little bit, fast talking. So we slowed it down, and then they put it through some of the processing and came up with that sound. You have a niece who's a Pokemon fan. How old is Maddie? Oblivibun. That is a good handle. I like that. Oblivibun. Nice one. Oh, wow. 10 years old. That's great. That's the perfect age for Pokemon. I will say that for sure. Oh, really? Oh, what were you guys? Hey, nice to see you again. Man, I had a great time in Dublin. What were you dressed as? Because if I took a photo of the two of you, I have those photos, and I've actually shared some of them online. I may have met some people a little bit during Pokemon 2000 because there were probably more. It was busier because they were doing more at one time. So we may have met people in the waiting room or whatever. But I just don't remember meeting Maddie. I'm sorry. It is actually quite a long time ago. And, and sometimes you meet people once or twice maybe and just never really get to know them very well. So unfortunately, I think I did meet other people during the recordings of that film, but I remember meeting Veronica more than once, but when we met up in London this January, she wasn't sure that she'd ever met me. So there you go. You never really know. It's kind of funny. Blivabun. I have to look you up to see if there's a photo of you so I can identify. Were you guys you were probably in costume if I took a photograph of you at the Dublin show. Do you remember what you were dressed as? And Zero Fan 31, yes, of course, everyone was surprised at Pokemon's initial popularity. I don't think there was anybody who expected it to be as much of an exploding popularity thing as it turned out to be. I mean, that was really amazing. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you. I remember being away for a little while, and I came back to New York, and the town was like covered in Pokemon. It was just like overnight. It was just went nuts. So you were Yuki and she was Maki. Okay. I will, I'm going to look you up. Can you do me a favor? Oblivibun, I would love to stay in touch with some of my friends from Dublin. If you would follow me, Matt Sussman Matthew, and if you would follow me so I can see it, and I'll go to your profile and see if I can't see a picture, or at least I will send you a link of some of a collection of the photos I took in Dublin, and hopefully you'll find yours there. And if not, I'll see if I can't track it down so I can send you, because the pictures came out really great and people have really liked seeing them online. So I would definitely love to share that with you. I would send you something. So if you have, time, follow me, and I'll look you up and look for one of those photos. Rambert, it is kind of sad that Ash and Pikachu are no longer in the series. I haven't seen recent episodes, so I'll be honest with you, I really have to catch up a little bit. But when I learned that journey had come to an end, I thought it was kind of sad, but like all things, something's around this long, things have to change. I mean, that's just the way it is with stuff. Otherwise, it never gets refreshed, and then it can get old. So as long as they were around, it's pretty amazing anyway, when you think about it. Tom, hi. 30 sounds about right. I don't have an exact number. It was somewhere around 30, 35, 40, something like that. I know I did a lot of them in a short period of time, and then I had to leave town for a few months, and because of that, they had to switch actors for the part because of that. And but yeah, that's about right. 30 sounds about right. Thereabouts. Thanks, Oblivion. Thanks for following me, and we'll be in touch. Thank you. Hope you're very well. I hope things are good in Dublin now that springtime is here. God, it was such a beautiful town you live in. Did I have more fun voicing Meowth or Slowking? For sure Meowth, because first of all, he's a great, great character, and also because I got to do it, a whole bunch of times and got to, have different adventures and different episodes. So, yeah, Meowth would have been definitely the one. For sure. And yeah, that's true, Rambert. That means that we're sad that Meowth isn't there either anymore. But I don't know, has he taken on some other permutations or any other varieties? I'm not sure. That is right. Well, listen, guys, I'm going to sign off because it's time for dinner. And I want to just tell you how much I appreciate you guys jumping on and the different people who've come in and out. Oh, you're from Belfast. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, great country, that Ireland. Love that country. I want to come back and really see the country more than I had a chance to do. Well, anyway, I hope the weather clears up. I'm sure it will, and it'll probably get hot before you know it. In any case, I just want to thank everybody for coming on. Keep an eye out. Streamily, I'm sure we'll have other events. I'm also just joined up with Cameo. I'm in the process of processing that. So if you would ever be interested in shout outs, either through Cameo or Streamily, let me know. Please follow me on Instagram and keep track of our activities. And I will definitely be reaching out and following you guys back. And, if you see posts that you like that I put up, and if you can like them or, share them with other people, just kind of getting my presence out there. I really, really appreciate all the fun that we're having, and this is great. Thank you. And Aaron, yeah, thank you. Okay. All right. See you soon. All right, great. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Thanks for visiting, and hope to see you in person at some point soon. That's right. Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.